ESG, Essex Services Group. We are a mechanical and electrical installation company. We do a whole spectrum of packages. We're a turnover now of in excess of £120 million a year. Our employee numbers are just under 250.
Could you tell us how you're using eChecklist?
We're using it for not only risk assessments, but we're using it for a whole range of different criteria now. We're talking pure checks, pure inspections, LOLA inspections. We're talking about general supervisor management inspections and audits, and it's revolutionising the way that we ensure compliance. I think that the great thing about the system is it brings it all together, again, into a central database. And because of that, we're now getting more and more departments within the company that are thinking, hang on a minute, this isn't just a safety tool. This is of a commercial benefit. This is commercial teams getting involved, our buying departments getting involved. And yeah, it's really opening up the professional way in which we manage our assets.
Presumably, before this mobile app approach, you had paper forms.
We've got a share file system. So basically, it'll be paper form, getting the project teams to scan and load onto their systems. Sometimes they did, sometimes they didn't. Sometimes we didn't know where they'd filed it. It was just all over the place, basically.
Okay, yeah, it was actually known what equipment we got out there, and the honesty we relied on from the workforce to say they've checked it, and we had to take them pretty much at their word.
The fact that we had a piece of paper with a tick on it saying yes, this asset is safe to use, I had no way of proving that it had actually been inspected, apart from going out to look at the SCAF tag. But that could have been done at any time. That could have been done remotely, away from the actual inspection form.
Could you tell us how you're using the eChecklist system for your mandatory equipment inspections, as an example?
Well, as soon as the equipment comes on site, it's immediately given an individual code, QR code. The details of the equipment are loaded up in the human focus system. We assign the relevant checklist, be it a podium, tower, mute, etc. to it, and then that gets assigned to an individual who's qualified to do those checks.
For me, to be honest with you, we go back to the tick box. You know, okay, yeah, we've carried out that inspection. Let's tick a form, yeah. So what's happening now is, if we take, for example, a mobile tower that's out on one of our projects, we have a person assigned to carry out our mobile tower checks. It's got the QR code system, a unique code. He has to scan the QR code and he has to complete an online questionnaire. We can actually video as well now. So we've really got an all-encompassing picture. So we know that's being done properly.
It's very easy to use. It is really, from the assignee's point of view, a case of just downloading an app on their mobile phone, pointing it at the kit. It asks them some questions that they just reply to, and they just submit it to the database, and that's it as far as they're concerned.
What has it enabled you to achieve? What are the benefits?
We can now schedule the inspections. We can assign specific tasks to the right competent people. If those inspections aren't carried out, we are notified immediately. And I can go into it remotely anywhere, and I'll know what's been completed, what's outstanding. And obviously for myself and my team of safety advisors, we can do an awful lot of work now, or desktop audits if you like, in looking at, you know, are we being compliant on this project or not? So it's real benefit to the company, real benefit. I now know that we are genuinely, correctly and safely carrying out asset inspections. It's not being done in an office, away from the product, tick box exercise. It's now being done out on site, and we've got the evidence there to prove it. What that fundamentally means is that our workforce, the workforce that we create, is safer. And my number one priority is the safety of every person that works for us.